But when I think about franchising over my 22 years, I think of cookies and tools. Make sense? No, it doesn't. Come on, it's not supposed to. Yeah, perfect. So cookies and tools. What do I mean by that? So I believe a great franchise system is like baking cookies. And here's what I mean by that. Now imagine all of us in this room want to bake a lot of cookies. A lot of cookies. And let's say we organize ourselves. So we'll cut the room into 4 different equal groups. We're going to take all of our money and we're going to pile it up. Okay? So whatever percentage of the total pot you have is then how many cookies you're going to get, right? In other words, we have $100, you put in 10, you get 10% of the output because you put in 10% of the input, right? Now, our 4 different groups, one group is going to be tasked with buying flour. Go to ConAgra, Archer Daniels Midland, cut a deal with them, go buy as much flour as you can, given the money that we have. The other group is going to handle eggs and milk and chocolate chips and packaging and so on, right? But that's all you're going to focus on. Now, if we do it that way, and then we all go out and we get these inputs, do you think that we can make more cookies with that pile of money than if you take your $10 and you go down to Publix or Kroger's or Albertsons and buy all of the ingredients required? But is there a doubt? There's no doubt. So now imagine within your business having an organized structure where you can harness other people's money on a national or a global scale to create the inputs that they need in order to run their business. Isn't that a much more efficient model than if they go down to the Albertsons, right? In essence, that is franchising. We're going to amortize the costs across a wide base of participants, okay? So think about within your business, what are your costs? Now here's the great thing for all of you as the franchisor. You are entitled to not only the royalty on the sales, you also can get a rebate back from those manufacturers. Example with our cookies. We go to ConAgra and ADM. Who knows those 2 companies? Okay, huge. And you say, hey, they're selling us flour for $2,000 a ton. Okay, we'll sell it for $1,800. Okay, cool. Out of the $1,800, you as the franchisor, maybe you are getting $200 back. But you're negotiating that deal, so you have to be compensated. But then for every ton that's coming back, you're getting a rebate of $200. That is pure profit. That makes sense? So if you're buying pipe fittings or oil, whatever you're doing, the manufacturers will have a rebate back to you. Goes to grocery stores, they call it slotting fees and so on. But that rebate then comes back to you on a national level, okay? So when you start thinking about exiting your company, multiple to EBITDA is typically how a private equity group, public, whatever, is going to buy a company. So think about the value of that rebate that we call special revenue. There are a lot of buckets within your business that you can monetize, and we'll help you with that as you're putting your plan together, okay? Cookies, because we want to make lots and lots of cookies, and we want our franchisees to have the highest quality, lowest cost inputs so that they can make lots of money, so that they can build a great business, so that more people can come and say, hey, that's a great business that you have. How did you do it? Well, buy the franchise. And then that flywheel effect starts taking over, just like it did with Maya, or is happening right now with Nathan Pierce, or many of the other people that have sat where you're sitting, okay? Great cookies. Who doesn't love cookies?